You're a failure. All you do is fail. You were a failure yesterday, you're a failure today, and you'll be a failure tomorrow. You'll never not be a failure. It's actually crazy how much of a failure you are. You are a professional failure. For the rest of your life, you will be a failure. You want to know the biggest thing about you being a failure? It's that we all are. We're all doing the same thing you're doing. Failing some more, and failing even more after that. In more ways than one, failure has just been inevitable. Everything you do, everything you try to achieve, everything you aspire to do, you just fail at it. Over and over and over again. You try again and you fail. You try again, you fail again. You try once more and you fail once more. We all fail at something, whether it's your job, your hobby, or even just a simple task. Failure is something so many of us try to avoid, but end up failing at that. Failure is like a non-lethal disease. You can absolutely take control of your entire life if you allow it to. It puts people in a headspace that isn't healthy at all. Many people try things, and when it didn't go the way they thought it would, they immediately give up. They start to lose hope in the things that they once liked. They start to lose faith in themselves. They start to believe that they can't actually do anything. Their entire perspective just shifts because of failure. They'll look at people who succeed and think that they're lucky, or they just had everything handed to them, when in reality they failed to realize the situation. Failure has gotten a hold of a lot of people, and for some that hold got too strong. Some decide to blame others. Some allow life to live them instead of them living life. But you can't let that happen. You can't let failure consume you. You can't let it take over your mind and how you operate, because at the end of the day you'll always fail, because you need to fail in order to succeed. Some of the most successful people in the world have failed numerous times and continue to do so. The term "nobody's perfect" is there for a reason. If nobody failed in life, then there simply wouldn't be any competition. There would never be a new anything, since the thing we have now is perfect. Everybody is flawed in their own way, and you can't live life only worrying about those. Don't see failure as an obstacle, but rather a motivator. Embrace it. See it as something essential to your journey to success. Don't picture it as a stop sign, but rather a yin and yang. You can't have success without failure, and vice versa. The whole part of succeeding is to find your limits and to break them, and to make mistakes and to learn from them. Some have it harder than others, but that makes their success even more rewarding. The challenges you go through, the obstacles you have to face, they only make you better at handling them the more you go through them. Don't look at life for all the negatives. Don't be afraid to take that step. Don't be afraid to push yourself. It's not going to be easy. It never was. In fact, it only gets easier the more you do it. Pretty much everybody on this planet can mindlessly eat food. It's because you've been doing it your whole life. Sure, that's a relatively easy thing, but what about writing? I'm sure when most of you were kids, your writing was absolutely terrible. Everything in life is a skill of some sort. Whether it's easy or hard, there's something to learn. There's too many people that have succeeded, and too many people have gotten an opportunity at success and have completely fumbled it. You don't want that to happen to you. Success was never advertised as an easy thing. That's why it's so glorified. Success is different for many people, but everybody should strive just as hard. We'd never be where we are today if somebody didn't have it in them to go beyond. It's better to pursue what makes you happy than to drown in guilt and regret of what could have been. So go out there and fail. You can't succeed without it. And as long as you keep going and keep pushing, you'll get to where you want to be. Just ask all the successful people who did the same thing. And if you ever catch yourself saying "I can't," just put "yet" right after it. It completely changes the whole sentence.